I'm Sanele. I'll be the commentator for the game against Wits, against Wicket. We're looking into Wits ladies, and against Wicket, they're starting on the field, and seems like they'll be moving on to their lines now, respective lines. Then starting on deep. Uh, just a little bit about Wicket. Wicket is from Pretoria, and they've been around for approximately 3 years now, and they've been playing on the women's division for almost 3 years now. And Vets, it's probably their first. Probably we'll hear more about when our interviewee guy Bling. It's asking them questions, but overall, this is gonna be a tough game against on the ladies, and this is the second game of the day. Looking at the far side of the field, we have Hellhammer against Whiskey D, which that's a new team. It's kind of like they on another note, seems like Vets will be playing Savage, 7 women on the field, and seems like there'll be no subs and everything. We see there their coach Marcus is on the field, coaching them on what to do, and they'll be starting on the D. Here, there's a pool. The game already started, and the wicket's about to get the disc. And I see Johan there is taking the disc, moving up forward. I'm saying it to Olivia. Olivia's waiting for everybody to move up, which has a good stand and everything. There's a cut there, looking forward, looking backward. There's we see there. He's looking for someone. Johan's getting the disc, and it's a point. That was a nice play by Wicket. It was Olivia to John, and that was a nice pull from Aris.
How's it, guys? Tshepo here. Keen to get commentating, and yeah, as Sanele was saying, it was a very well worked point. They moved it up very quickly, and we were getting sights of the Wits team now also getting coached there by Marcus. A recent addition to the Wits conglomerate, a new coach there, so that's pretty exciting.
It is pretty exciting to see Marcus coaching the team, and they're playing Savage. Can you please tell me more about that? Why?
Yo, let me not lie to you. It's been difficult for them for Wits to organize women. Um, Lots of people coming in, going out. Some people committing and then unable to pull through. But the goal was just to get 7 people to play the game at least. And yeah, it looks like they reached that goal. And this is the first women's side, to my knowledge, in Wits' history. So very exciting times for the university.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think on my opening records I did say that. And looking into the play now, we see that Wicket is ready to play their zone there. They're busy discussing Olivia being in front of the line. And looking into our side, Marcus is kneeling down, looking into giving like instructions to their vets team. And pretty this will be a nice game on the women's side, since I think these are the only 2 teams in Gauteng which have women's, like the women's team in Gauteng. Am I correct, Sipho?
Yeah, that is correct. The only 2 teams that we could get here at the moment, and Wicked has been a well-established team and have been going for a long time. I mean, the likes of Joan and Olive are legends in the Gauteng community. We even have Kershaw. You'll see her with her altitude shirts, a black shirt with a red collar. A very exciting woman there. And yeah, they're also getting scraps, bits and pieces from around Joburg, as we see Anissa from Wits picking up the disc, the Wits number 24. A Blady throw to Hannah, a one-handed catch. Cheeky back at her, number 16 with a hard fake. Another Blady throw, Envy under it, but absolutely spanked down by Wicked. Joan is looking for an upfield throw on the forehand. That's up for a while. It's blading out. Oh! A bit for the disc, but not enough. A quick pickup by Hannah Sarakinski, getting the reset done quickly. Wits are moving fast here. Shannon, number 26, picking it up and deciding to dump. Anissa, penetrating the cup there with a cheeky forehand throw, and unlucky for Fatima on debut here. Just getting a few words from Shannon, who's she's played her second tournament. Kershaw backhand to Olivia. Olivia looking for the upline throw. Nowhere to be seen, looking for a reset, enjoying that forehand, getting a lot off there as we see Wicked looking to get through there. Yes, a nice swing. A continuation to the end zone and taken by Olivia. Fantastic point. Feline to Olivia. Looked pretty great, don't you think, Sanele?
I think that's pretty great play. That was a nice like flow on the disc. Like I saw that they were swinging the disc, like opening the field. They didn't like stick to one place. They just continue opening the field. They didn't wait for somebody like specific person to cut. That was a great play by Wicked. Looking Marcus coaching the Wits ladies. Don't forget that they're playing Savage here, and I see that they have pretty like 4 players, I think 4 or 5 players who are new here, which is pretty great to see the Wits ladies team growing. This like it's great. Initiative to recruit new players to join Ultimate Frisbee. This is a great thing. As did Tshepo say, like Wicket has been here for quite pretty long, and he has like many experienced players. If you can look at it, we have the likes of Joan, the likes of Olivia, Cashel, we have Phil, we have like a lot of or like experienced players they're playing. If you can also look at their decent play, like their decent O, their decent D, you can see that they're pretty experienced and they're bringing that experience into this game. Looking into now, the score is currently 2-0, and Wicket is leading as has taken their first break point, and now they're still on D. They are about to play, and you see that the coach Marcus is getting off now of the field, and they're about to pull. Johan has the disc to pull, and just waiting for the Vets team to signal their readiness. Okay. As the pull is about to come, Olivia pulling. That's a nice pull after like way after half. And we see that Sarah is about to pick it up and looking to Anis. Anis is getting on the cut. I see that Wicket is coming down with a zone. That's a lady pass. Oh, that's a D from the Wicket. I see Joanne is about to pick it up and looking into the end zone. And that's a point for Wicket. That's a nice put from John to yeah, that's a point for Wicket. I think I know 5 people there. Kershaw with the pull. It's way after half. And I see that Vets is about to pick it up now. Sarah is the one picking it up, looking back, shivering. And I see that the Wicket is coming with the D, with the zone D. Olivia on the disc, getting the nice D there. On Anis, Kesha is about to pick up the disc again, looking to the field, looking. They're coming, bring it on. Oh, that's a nice turn from Olivia. Yep. Anis is about to pick it up the disc, getting back to Sarah. Sarah has the disc now, looking to the field and swinging it in. A nice grab. Ooh, that's a nice D by Wicket. Kesha is picking up the disc again, looking to the field. There's a person behind her. Oh, that's a nice release by her. Looking to the disc. And Vets is like swinging like good D there. Looking there, running and getting all the Ds. Oh, nice release. Oh, into the end zone. That's a point by Wicket. Yeah, the score now it's 4-0. That's why the 3 breaks from Wicket.
No lie, this is looking like a Wits debut. Generally, these types of things happen when you have a new team. Lots of points are conceded, but the heads are still up here. The Wits team, they have a lot of work to do, and they're keen to do it. Timeout's been called here by Marcus, a very strategic timeout. What do you think, Bling?
Yeah, a bit of a mauling in the first stanza here. Wicked, really experienced, showing through. So really tactical move from the coach there, Marcus. Rex player, experienced campaigner there, hopefully giving some strategic direction to lots of newbies in the team. So you kind of expect it. And what I'm actually excited to see is the spirit, given the fact that they've fallen behind, they've still got their heads up. And it's actually typical of Wits Spurs, being a former Witsi myself. Typically the Gies, Witsis bring it.
Yeah, 100% fact there. Speaking as a Witsi, we haven't really been known for winning a lot, but the Spurs has always been there. And as you can see, even Benny, a Wits player, he's there to help out. So yeah, lots of backing for this Wits team. It's an exciting time as well. It's a daunting task for the Witsies, but as you said, Bling, it's all about the gees. As this disc is up in the air, going out to the outside. No brick called, as it seems. Setting up there. Anissa picking up the disc. She's the most established Wits player. Sarah's also there, keen to get going for Tima, keen to get the disc. There's the quick swings that we're looking for. Looking for some more quick releases. There's a nice one back to Anissa. A few give and goes, going backwards, but it pays dividends moving forward. It's up in the air. It's forward, but it's to no one. And the Witsies have to mark there. Strong defense from Fatima, and a disc to no woman's land as Hannah picks it up there. Sarah's there for the dump, looking for continuation, but closed down by Arne, also an established campaigner here for the Wicked team, and there's a turnover.
Yeah, that was a nice play, like nice swing from the Vets from the get-go. Anissa, that's a nice pick up to Sarah. That was a quick swing. That's a quick play. That Bling was picking about now recently. Like that was a nice play. Looking into Vets coming, like trying to get to their point. Nice moving. That was a nice point by Keshan to one of the wicked players there in the end zone, but that was unfortunately a drop. Sarah about to pick it up, and Bling, what's your thoughts on this?
Look, the energy is up there. That's exactly what we're looking for a team that's falling a bit behind. Unfortunately, we've got all the Witsies established handlers in the back line. So there's a lot of disc movement, but it's all happening in the back line. So maybe tactically what's required for them is for them to push one of those experienced handlers into the midfield so that they have an upfield option. Not all of them are unfortunately a drop in the end zone. They're going to put the Witsies under immense pressure with with established handlers on the line. Looks like a VSAT sit deep in the end zone. Joan picking it up, looking upfield. Erne on the break throw. Probably not going to see her. Easy score. Nisa was looking on the break side to cover teammates, but unfortunately, easy score for the Wicked team. It looked like, I think her name is Arne. Apologies if we get it wrong, but she's on the field. They also, Disc of Hazard aficionado, also pulled into the setup to try and assist the Wicked team.
Oh yes, for Wicked, it's just business as usual. They can see that the experiences it's just one-upping the Witsies over here. And as you said, the movement at the back is nice, but the continuation to move forward from there is what's lacking. And they're definitely going to have to look for maybe get some experience from the back to bring it in so the continuations can flow. But that's the name of the game for the Wits. Just get the disc moving forward as Jen de Beer gives this one a bit of flights flying in the air for a while. Michaela with the glasses running deep, the number 9. Shannon, a new recruit, recently recruited. Picked up. And Sarah, unfortunately, giving it to Hannah. And falling short. A deep cut is made. Kershaw wants it. She sends it. It's in the air. And it's down. Unlucky Arne. A bit too much curve and curved on the inside. Couldn't pick up that one too much there. But Witsies have another chance to get things going over here.
Yeah, that's an ambitious throw from Kershaw. The Kershaw, part of the Masters team, was in the same team that was meant to go to the World Championships last year before the COVID, unfortunately. But Wits is in the end zone. Anissa, massive fake. Love that to see that. You can see the experience. Kershaw with a tough D. Looks like there's a call, understandably. Foul called. Looks like it's not being contested.
Yeah, that definitely looked like it hit her hand. A bit of wind there, just catching the disc, make it a bit difficult to catch for the Durban import. Michaela Skoltz, a part of the Wits team, a very well-established member, keen to always throw her name in the hat and put her hand up. She's a keen bean and uncontested foul. Back a swing, and it's a bit difficult in this wind. High disc, and Hannah, unfortunately, unable to pick that one up. A fake from Joan gets the disc started into the end zone for Arne for an easy score. No, it's not in. It's not in. Arne van Koller looking, faking, throwing it floaty, and it's taken in the end. Once again, another point by Wicked.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for the visitors to pull through. Any little advantage they would have had in athleticism is equalized by the wind now. The wind's picking it up. It's going to be a tough one for them to pull back. Already a bit of a gap to try and claw back from. But with the wind picking up, it means that they're going to rely heavily on their more experienced handlers, which is going to put them under pressure in the back of the end zone again.
Has the DS to pull is Kershaw. Kershaw will be putting it in the middle on the field and making sure that he's getting to the opposite, which is Wits. Wits with currently like at the disadvantage point, and their high spirit is very pretty high since like they're not giving up and they are currently like swinging. See that Anissa is about to pick up the disc. Sarah and Hannah they are behind, and which those are the three players which have experience as handlers and everything. Brick is called now. Anissa is about to take the disc to the middle of the field. Taps, I did say about this Kershaw about going 2 wilds. I didn't know about that. Did you?
I was aware that there was a Masters team, but I'm not sure about everybody and anyone that was in the team. My knowledge of SA players are basically within the Wits circle. The likes of Paul Nassi, the likes of Benefactor Mokena, sorry. The likes of Marcus Sipho, the coach of the women's team, as MV hoys a forehand, and luckily just a bit too high for Shannon to pick up the right throw, just execution lacking here for the Witsies. So yeah, they'll be keen to set that straight as Feline picks up the disc here. A reset cut from Joan. Very active player. Kershaw, a deep cut. A very good cut. And that is absolutely textbook frisbee from the Wicked team. You cannot get any better than that. That was classy.
That was very classy. That was a nice put, like nice out in by Johan there. That was a nice swing.
You just have to stay in the game. The opportunities will come. The heat is a big factor today. The ladies will tire. If you stick with it, stay in the game, opportunities should open up. The more fun you have, I tend to find that that's when things start to happen for you. So as long as they keep their heads up, the experience from the other team will pull through, but the fun makes a big difference. We've got Joan here whipping it on the pull. It's Blady. It's past halfway. I'd like to see that. It's actually on the line with Hannah picking it up. Pressure on the Witsies to see if they can move it around. Center field, we see it move across to the far left there. Oh, up the field, big gainer called. Oh, unfortunate drop. Like after a big gainer and a big breakthrough, it's unfortunate that the high throw couldn't be collected by the player downfield.
And that's what Wits are looking for as Joan picks this up from Feline. Looking for another end zone forehand to Gender Beer, and she picks it up. Just the right amount of flow, just the right amount of touch, and just enough to get us to halftime. A very good point there from Joan. Oh, this experience is absolutely fantastic. Sanele, what do you think? What's your verdict on halftime?
The score is pretty tough. The score is 8-2 Wicked and 0 to Wits, which is a pretty tough score, but Wits can still come back on. Just try to get 2 or 3 points, which will give them at least the encouragements like that they deserve, and so that they could continue. And at this point, we see that Wicked is currently playing hard. They're not giving it out. They're not like letting it easy for Wits, and Wits is not even also letting it easy for Wicked. They're trying all they can so that they can continue playing, and their spirit is very high. See that Marcus is giving out the instruction there, the half, like telling them what to do and everything. Taps, I don't know what you have to do to say on this.
On what? Sorry. Oh yeah, it's they have a lot of work to do now. They need to set out a plan and just try to score 1 point. That's the name of the game here for the Witsies. So yeah, exciting times, and we'll be back after half time. Gonna get some great footage here from Bling. The other Tshepo is on standby, so yeah, we'll see you just a little later. We have a brilliant game here. Wicked against Wits. It is pretty one-sided right now, 8-0. But the game's not over, Sanele. The game's not over. Wits still have things to do. Wicked still have a game to finish. What's the name of the game here?
Oh, yeah. The game is not over up until like we score the last point, which is the 15th point. Wits can still like show you miracle. See the Hannah is about to it's running to the line after the interview there with Bling. looking into this game, like coming through a half, I expect like that Marcus, the coach, have told them that they need to focus more on taking like on continuance, because now they have the pretty good handlers at the back, but they don't have the good continuance. That's why they're like just stuck in the same place and everything. The pool, it's about to come them from wicket, and Anissa is about to pick it up there. He's picking it up, straight to Hannah. Hannah is looking for Sarah there, and Sarah gets the disc. That's a nice upflow. Quick passes, that's what we're talking about first time. And now it's like the continuance. Hannah still got the disc, save, nice save there. Anissa, beautiful swing, looking into Hannah again. Ooh, nice deep by Olivia there. But that was a nice throw, like nice game. Tshepo, what do you think?
Yeah, no, good movement from the Witsies there, but just getting a little bit too predictable as Joan hoys this to Kershal. Kershal looking up the line, and a D, a big D, the type of D that you love to see. Stop it. Oh, and unfortunately, the possession wasted by Anissa. A little bit wasteful, a bit novice. And Joan with a quick throw, trying to get it off quickly. So the nerves here for both teams are pretty high. As Hannah Sarakinski brings the disc up. A deep cut from Fatima. The swing is on. She wants it again. They're looking for the continuation. The fake is done. The cup in very nicely. But the movement afterwards a bit slow. Given goes within close quarters. Looking for around there. Cheeky throw from Manisa. Lots of intricate movement from the Witsies, but not really getting it to move forward, unfortunately. Once again, a lot of lateral movement here, but unfortunately to no avail. That disc is down. And Bling has just joined us here, back for some more action.
Yeah, had some touchline activities to deal with there. Spoke with both. Oh, great D. Anissa showing the experience, the athleticism to get the D. I'm literally just off the sideline speaking to Hannah about how the team's feeling. She expressed how the Spurs are still up. Tough time on the scoreboard, but she says they've got a positive outlook to go into the game and get that all crucial point for the big celebrations, I'm sure, from the Wits. Big fake from Anissa there with Olive on D. Oh, into the wind. Difficult put over the top. Dropped, unfortunately. Wits is under pressure again on their own sideline. Sips?
Yeah, a similar story. Once again, an easy throw into the end zone for Kershal. And that takes the score to 9-0. Big high fives here. Some good movement from the Witsies there, but unfortunately none of that movement going forward. That's the F in Frisbee. The F in Frisbee is for fun. Everyone knows that, right? I don't know what the rest of the letters are for, but yeah, the F is definitely for fun. As this one pulled infield, Anissa there to pick it up. Hannah picking it up very square, giving it back very quickly. Quick releases here from the Witsies. Yet another quick release. Disc is moving quite nicely, but not moving away from there. Ooh, a little bit too quick. Oh, and just a bit too much for Shannon to go. Deep cuts already being made, being picked up by Anissa. She has two people unmarked, but Fatima, the newbie's in, and it's put into that space. And a textbook point. Yeah, bullets.
Bullet from Joan there. Absolutely precise into the end zone. Absolutely no chance for anyone except her teammate Arne to pick it up.
On the last point, what I saw, like they were just there in one place. They didn't even try to open the field. That was like nice, fast given goals, but they didn't even open the field. I think if they could start trying to open the field, that will like maybe work in their advantage. Because like if they're just there in one place, the zone is coming to them, and there's like 4 people, and they're fighting like 3 against 4 now. Like just to note this point, they are still have only 7 people on the line. It means they're playing like savage point. Everybody has to play each and every point. 15 points. Everyone has to play 15 points.
Savage points in this heat. You bum. We have Anissa picking up the disc here. A cheeky forehand fake. Hannah, a quick release to the outside. Sarah picks it up. Good lateral movement there, as usual from the Witsies. Another 2 great swings. The continuation is there, and it's taken. Textbook right there. Dump. Working it up nice and slowly. The fakes are there, looking for the upline throw. Cheeky little cuts inside and forcing it up the line there. A bit unnecessary in my opinion, but yeah, it comes with more experience. You'll tend to see those things a bit better.
Yeah, Absolute pressure play there from the handler. Absolutely put her teammate in a very difficult position, especially with the zone defense there. You've got defenders crowding the space there. You've got Joan or Erne putting it to potentially. Oh, just a toes out, toes out. The line is out, ladies and gentlemen. The line is out. Kershaw there, unfortunately, carrying it out of bounds. It comes back for a Wits pickup against the line. Hopefully, them they'll spread it. This is the one time where the lateral movement is required initially, but then it requires that they punch it upfield as well. We can't just go left and right only. We've got Hannah in the end zone giving it. Oh, unfortunate drop for Anissa. She's already looking for the upfield throw, unfortunately, but you've got to catch it before you throw it. You've got to catch it.
These are the facts. As this one thrown over their heads and into the end zone once again. Arne to Olivia. Experience to experience. Unfortunate there for the Witsies. And there was the upline throw for Anissa there, so she definitely saw it. But unfortunately, as you said, she saw it too soon. Wants to throw before she even caught it, and forgot to. Caught in two minds there. It's a bit unfortunate. We have.
Yeah, Joan, absolute juggernaut in the wicket team.
Juggernaut.
Absolute juggernaut. I've had the pleasure and pain to play with her. But what I can tell you, her intensity on the field is evident. You can see big pull from her. Serious mileage on that pull. Will it stay in bounds though? Doesn't look like it. But no brick called, and maybe that's the inexperience that we're seeing from the Wits team. That because it's an opportune time to center the disc and take the pressure off you off the line. That's it. What do you think?
I think they liked that the disc was up the line there. As quick movement from the line, taking it center field. No need for the brick there. Great reset, great movement once again. Oh my word, the movement was looking fantastic. Got past the halfway line this time, and the movement was absolutely slick. But unfortunately, the execution on the last throw just let them down. A penetrating throw from Joan up the line. A cheeky give and go to Kershaw. Kershaw wants it deep. She wants it deep, but it's just too deep. For Dieter, she's not going to be able to run that one down. But Hannah will pick that one up to get the Wits possession started once again.
Yeah. Nice play by Wits there. Like they did get like feet going to their wicket end zone. Now we're seeing Hannah getting the disc to Anissa. Ooh, unlikely that's too high for Anissa. Tried to jump and get that one, but unfortunately she couldn't get that one. And Kesha about to pick up, and there's like 4 people running to the same space. Kesha throwing to Phil. Ooh, unfortunately that's right behind Phil. There. What do you think about that, Sipho?
Oh, absolutely catchable there.
Catchable there.
Absolutely catchable there. I mean, Phil there, I think wrong body position. She got herself under the disc, had to turn around to try and see where it is in the air. By that time, it's lost. Hannah puts it up. Oh, a bit too over eager there. This is where the Witsies are showing their inexperience, where they're just rushing the plays. Oh, Kershaw with a big, ambitious gainer. It looks out of bounds, though. Out of bounds. Feline makes up with a catch, but unfortunately it's out of bounds there. I'm surprised the international in Kirsch is throwing those passes there. This is where you expect her experience to really bring it back, center the gameplay, and give her an easy score to try and close out the game.
Look, I think it's one of those moments where if the disc is moving fast from the other team, you sort of get sucked into that type of momentum. And Kershaw is, great swing movement from Sarah. Oh, the up the line throw, but unfortunately a one-handed catch. Maybe a bit unnecessary from a spectator's point of view. But hey, if you're not on the field, you don't know. Joan throwing it into the end zone, but unfortunately Feline was not up for it, wasn't ready, wasn't making the cut. And we have some eager beavers out here getting the disc in a little bit too soon. But hopefully Wits, that's all about execution. What we've been seeing is right decisions, but the catches, the one-handed catches, the throws are a little bit too high from time to time. So maybe Wits just need to tighten up, because the decision-making seems to be there, but the execution, as we just saw there, is just not in the right place. And those margins for error aren't very high. A very bladey throw into the end zone. Oh, unlucky there for Andy. We got her name. Andrea from the wicket unfortunately dropped that one.
Yeah, that one I would blame, like, not to blame, but that was an unnecessary throw from Kesha. I think she could have just started to reset that play, because, like, there was, the timeout was called now. Just continue to talk on that point there. There was, like, 4 people just right behind there. I think Wicked now is starting to, like, hard, like, trying to rush the point to the end zone. They have, like, 4 turnovers in this point before they didn't even get to this far. What do you think about that, Sipho?
Yeah, look, the heads are getting away with them. Look at them. The game's pretty intense. It's been centered around the Vitsi's end zone there, unable to get the disc off. A lot of unnecessary throws, unfortunately, being pulled off there. But hopefully, the Barefoot Bandit there, the benefactor, ex-Benedict, the coach with Marcus is going to assist them, calm the heads, look to try and move the disc more intentionally there to get themselves under pressure. It's been a really tough passage of play for both teams, with Wicked really trying to impress upon the other team and finish and execute the score, but the throws haven't been up to it. The catches have been a bit suspect. So hopefully this timeout is an ample time for both teams to regroup, look at what the basics are, look at setting up a stack, looking out for some dumps, moving the disc more consistently, and potentially for Wits to try and move the field out of their danger zone, or for Wicked to execute and score. A bit of an anticlimax there, because I had Sarah up the field, Hannah with the boom slinger on there, hoping to see a big throw going up the field there. Coach Marcus looking very upset at the disruption in play there. Oh, big cut from Sarah there. Hannah puts it to Anissa. Ooh, unfortunately, a bit of an errant pass there, immediately out of bounds. Kershaw picking it up. Wits is back under the crotch, unfortunately. Anissa on this, she's forcing home. We've got Joan bursting up long. Oh, easy score for Joe. You can just see the experience. I mean, she started cutting 10 seconds before this. The Vitters were alive to that. It was an easy score. It was a cakewalk for a score there. But that's just the experience coming through, unfortunately, for the Vitsies.
Yeah, that's true. Seemed like they did take our advice, because we did see Sarah going deep, and she's one of the handlers. She didn't stay back. She just tried to went deep. Unfortunately, the pass didn't come through to Anissa there to put it deep. But at this moment, we see, as you did say, like, this is experience. Cashel did put that pass nicely to Joanne. Joanne started cutting before even the disc was tapped in, which is great. She knew that she wanted that disc there, and she got it there. And now the score is 11-0, if I'm not mistaken.
Vitsies have their hand up. They are ready to receive. They are ready to play. Let's see. Kershaw, lots of revolutions on the disc. Perfect form. What she lacks in power, she makes up in form. She's got that beyond the halfway point into the wind, which is commendable. Hannah picking up the disc, looking downfield, playing with the shades. You know, that's just coolness showing through there. The shades can be looked at as a deterrent for the game, but she's playing there. Ooh, the Durban import has now with the D there. Andy with the D. She's got it looking upfield. Kershaw into the space, trapped on the line. Witsy is looking to try and get this back there. We've just beyond the halfway point there. Oh, it goes up. Anissa on D. She gets the D in the end zone. That's a critical D to prevent the score. Anissa, well done on the D. Hannah picking up the disc there. Let's see what they can do with the wind behind their back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice theory, because they have their wind behind their back. It means they can pull that disc through to the disc. And I see there's up there. Ooh, unfortunately, that was a nice play. I see Ben is like running to the end zone there, a little bit like kind of discouraged, but that was a nice play for Wits them. And I see they have like the great supporters on the far field there, Tshepo, Paul, the ex-Vexis, and Brenton in there. They're just currently like trying to get Wits' spirits up high. This is a nice ultimate frisbee game, and Wicket is bringing it up, playing like nicely like against the winds, and they see that they are against the wind, but they are having like those given goals easy.
Oh, D.
That was a nice D,
Ooh,
but there's a call there.
There's a very questionable call in there. We've got the Durbanite there, and the questioning if the D was in fact legal. We'll see what the players say. It looks like there's a bit of a discussion, which you expect to see, but it looks like they've resolved it quickly. Uncontested, retracted call. Andy picking up the disc, unfortunately for the Vitsies, but Wicked's got the possession now in an advanced position up the field into the last third. Let's see what they do. All of their experienced campaigner getting the disc in the midfield, looking upfield immediately, gets it to Erne in her trademark orange hat. Love to see that. It's up in the air. It looks errant, but it looks like... Oh, Andy read the disc like she was a librarian in this play. She looked for the errant pass that was meant for Erne, but played it far to the right and still picked it up. That's great play, great awareness in the end zone.
Yeah, that was a great awareness. And looking into Wits, like they still have their head up, their spirit still up. They're calling out timeout now. Hannah is up calling out timeout. And we see that Marcus is about to coach to like the team, tell them what to do.
Paul, tough time for the Vitsies. Me and yourselves, Vitsies current informer, tough time, 11-0 behind, tough on the scoreboard. But look, the spirits are up there. This is what the Wits Ultimate is typically about. Give us your impression so far on the spirits of the Wits team, given how far behind they are.
As you say, as a former and more recently former player, we know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a hiding. But you know, it's all about the gears, eh? From Sally Crompton back in the day, you know, we here, we're moving the disc quite well now. But as you're saying, priority is always about the gears, and you know, that's what it's about. And the ladies here are doing us proud.
Oh, shout out to Sally, the First Lady Crompton, former Wits captain, former Wits chairperson, absolute banger of a lady. I'm sure the Wits could benefit from her presence right now. Unfortunately, she's not in the setup, so hopefully we'll see her on the field. Absolutely. Look, Witsies, I've got quite a few experienced handlers. Unfortunately, that all the experienced hands are at the back of the ends and they can't get the disc to move upfield there. But we've got Anissa on the sideline against Feline. Big fakes as you anticipate. Hannah moves it quickly. Bullet, a bit out of reach there. What can the Witsies do to try and move the disc up? The Wicked ladies are throwing up the zone. The wind is in their favor. What can the Witsies do differently to try and get that all-crucial score for the Spirit Prize?
You know, I really think that, as you were saying, there's an issue with continuations at the moment. We get the disc moving, but then there's nothing else happening after that. So I think it's also just a case of having inexperienced players who aren't comfortable throwing. So what we need is that we need someone in the middle to kind of link play, and I think that's what we need and what we're currently missing.
Look, me and Sanele were speaking about the upcoming nationals setup coming Grahamstown, first week of November. Potentially the Wits also being part of that setup, hoping that they make the trip. We were saying that they probably need to pick up a few more experienced players to give them a bit more options.
Now the pool going way above half now, starting on. It looks like it's let it out, but I think it's in. It's in. Yeah, Hannah about to pick that. Oh, that was like up the line by Hannah. And Ture, like, I'm not sure about her name, but she's a pretty good player. She's like that one person we need as a cadre. She's doing everything up the line, trying to get everything up. Ooh, that was a nice D by Wits there. Ooh, Olivia, sneaky there behind Anissa. There's a foul called. What do you think about that foul?
Oh, yeah, look, I mean, it's one of those, they're both reaching for the disc. Olivia came in like a truck looking for that D. She's an excellent campaigner, one of the most well-spirited players there. So if she's really going into a discussion, you know it's genuine. Anissa, they're holding her left shoulder. Hopefully nothing serious. The players are still discussing. Let's see what the outcome is of the call. Oh, high fives all around. That's what you like to see. No hand signals, unfortunately. That's something we can look to improve in the South African context. It's really critical from a sideline perspective, but also in managing and keeping up with the rules. The players need to use the hand signals, but it looks like Anissa is retaining the disc, assuming that Olivia doesn't contest the foul. Witsies have possession. Let's see what they're going to do on the setup here. We've got Erne and Missing, Kershaw, number 15 there in the back zone. Sarah, big run. Anissa puts it up. Can Sarah pick it up? Oh, unfortunately, it's just. I love to see that. Absolute great look from Anissa. Just a little bit more power required to get it upfield there. Kershaw picks it up, gives it to Arne. Arne is looking upfield, blocked out by Anissa there to give it to the obvious reset. Great pressure there from the Witsies, and it's rewarded there with a turnover. Great mark.
Yeah, that was a great mark by Wits. Also, we can speak about that throw from Anissa. That was a great pull. That's what we've been speaking about. Sarah going too deep and Anissa giving out that pass. That's a great thing. That's a no-look pass from Hannah. That's an actually great pass from Hannah there. Ooh, that's up. And now, ooh, go Sarah. Ooh, that was close. That was a nice pass. That's what all Wits needed. That was a great pull. That's the first time they got into Evans' end zone. Like Sarah, like just missed it by fingertips. That was like close to the point. That's all Wits need. What do you think?
Oh, great play from the Wits. Excellent intensity there. Fingertips away from that all-crucial score there. The Witsies have, it seems like they've taken our advice there. Tapes has carried the advice from the commentary team, taking it into the technical area, and you can see it paying dividends for the Witsies here. They've got high energy. Erne to Joan. Joan puts it upfield there. Oh, unfortunately, the Jen could not pick it up. Witsies are very, very energized at this point. Very energized at this point. Looking to get. Oh, Hannah picks it up there. against our net. Oh, unfortunately, jams it. What we call jamming it up the jam hole. That's literally when you try and force the play into a very confined space on the line. Unfortunate there, but Wits looking good for the money for the point. That all crucial point there. Erne looking upfield. Dumps it for Kershaw. Looks for the give and go. Ooh, what a grab. She's got hands like Velcro. Hands like Velcro there. That's a great take from Erne. Looking upfield, traditional orange head shout out. Oh, unfortunate errant throw there. We've got Sarah running into the end zone again. Anissa picks it up. She's got the throw. She just has to let it go. And she does. It's up there. Will she catch it? Will she catch it? It's a score! Absolute score! Ladies and gentlemen, the Witsies are on the board. Excellent score from them. Big throw from Anissa. We know she had the throws. She's let it go. And the Witsies have scored. This is the biggest score of the day.
That's what we've been speaking about. Check the happiness. Look at the happiness on the Wits' side. They've been looking for that point. They've been trying to get that point. They took Sarah to go to deep. They're looking at Anissa getting all the throws to Sarah. They've been trying that all day long. Those are 2 points trying to get through to the same person. Now Sarah got that point, and you can see all the joy and the happiness, all the faces, everything. They are so happy. That's a point that we've been looking for. Everyone from Wits went there. Benny, Paul, Marcus, the coach, went there. Even Taps. They all went there. That's like what they've been looking for. That's the spirit of the game. They were looking for just 1 point. They got that 1 point. What do you think will happen after?
This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. The all crucial score for the Witsies. They've been looking for it all game. They've pushed. Anisha's got her hands aloft in the air. That's what you want to see. The experience, the grit, the gears from the Witsies pulling through, getting that all crucial score. We said it before, the scoreline doesn't matter, but that score means everything to the Witsies here. Excellent. Let's see how they carry that energy into the subsequent plays. Excellent score from Sarah. Big throw from Anissa. We knew she had it. We were calling for it earlier, and she finally let it go, and it's paid dividend for her team. Excellent to see that. Coach Marcus on a knee there. Knee that's recently healed. Good to see. Barking the charges there. Witsies, heads are up, tails are up. Let's see what they do from here. Hopefully they come out charging for the defense, get the disc back, and potentially, once you score one, you can score two. Once you score one, you can score two. So we're looking for it there. Sarah, with the scores, got the disc in hand. No one's pulling out from her hand. She's going to let it go. We're seeing it going past halfway. Energy's up. Let's see what this pull looks like. Oh, perfect form. Revolutions for days. It's beyond halfway, and that's all we're really asking for. Just beat the halfway mark. Witsies beat the Rex team to the things, but it's being picked up by the more experienced campaigner in Joan. Sarah, energetic on the mark, on her toes, hands up. They put it up long. Great. Oh, difficult matchup there. Oh, Joan. Great throw. Olive picks it up. Like I said earlier, she's one of the most destructive players in the end zone. When they put it up there, it looks like that's the game. But ladies and gentlemen, this contest has been well worth it. Last finish from Wicked team with a big point from the more experienced campaigners to close out the game. Joan to Olive, destructive as usual, but excellent to see. So happy for the Wits team to get them that one crucial score. And you can see, look at the high fives. It's a high spirit. That's what you want to see. This is what the spirit of the game is all about.
Yeah, that's all we've been looking for. Just that 1 point. That 1 point from Anissa to Sarah. We've been saying that Anissa has the passes. Sarah is going deep. It means she's been looking for that throw. Unfortunately enough, at last it did come out. They're all joy. Look at the joy in their faces. They like smiles. They are happy for that 1 point. That was a crucial 1 point. That's all they needed. That's all they need. That's the spirit of the game. They've been trying hard to get that 1 point. They finally got it. They are very happy about it.